Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, then let me introduce myself to you. I am Riddhima Srivastav and currently I am pursuing economics honors from Miranda House. Actually, I got a lot of requests from you guys regarding what strategies we can make for our English language and get that 200 on 200. I know this is a very much required video because English language is the one subject in which nothing is the same which you have studied in your 12th board examination. This requires a very different thing because now they are testing your comprehension plus your grammar skills and everything. And this is generally, this is usually based on the general things which you have learned in your earlier classes as well. So my dear friends, this video will comprise of what all strategies you can make regarding the same, and most of your doubts will be cleared regarding what approach to apply for grammar and the same ways as for the comprehension as well. So without any further ado, I would like to start my video. Now, the first and foremost thing which I want to tell you is that this whole paper will be of 200 marks, and which will comprise of 50 questions, out of which you have to attempt 40 questions. And one question will be of 5 marks, and if you attempted that question wrong, then there's a negative marking of 1 mark. So total 6 marks will be deducted, right? So this is the whole pattern, and you have to go in the same way. Let's divide this whole language paper into two segments. The first segment is of the comprehension and the second segment of the grammar. I'll talk about grammar in my later part of the video, but let's focus on comprehension first. I know comprehension is the most daunting thing because when I was also preparing for my CUET, there I appeared for a lot of mocks, and the times were like I was not able to do a lot of question in my comprehension. It was quite tricky, but let me comfort you that comprehension is not going to be that tricky and you will be able to manage with that. The first thing you need to know is that at my time, I know the syllabus has not been updated yet, but I suppose it's going to remain the same. So it was like there were 2 prose and 1 poetry. The first prose was very direct, like you had to answer from the paragraph itself. Second prose required your little knowledge regarding, you have to comprehend it, like we are given in our the examinations, in our home examination when we are in the school. So same ways you will be given that. And in the third, poetry is a little bit tricky because there they'll ask you hidden meanings, so you have to interpret that. I'll post one more whole PDF of my question paper as well, so that things become more clear to you guys. But this is the first and the foremost thing about comprehension. Don't get stressed regarding the comprehension. If you have a little bit knowledge, if you're able to comprehend, then it's really easy, you will be able to do it. Right now comes the second and the most important thing, that is grammar. We think that it would be basic, but actually it requires your practice as well. What I want to say is, before practicing your basic grammar, I would like to emphasize upon the point that your vocab should be strong. You should have a strong hold over your vocab. And how is that possible? That is very much possible by when you read newspaper, when you read any article, any blog, you get to get a lot of new words. So from there, those words, you don't have to just get the sense of the word. No, it's not like that. It's some word is given, suppose it's robust, so you just say, okay, robust matlab it's given in a sentence, strong, or it's like stronghold, like that. No, it's not like that. You have to go to the literal meaning of the word. So that's what approach you need to develop. Now whenever you are reading newspaper, any editorial page, then whenever you see a new word, just click on that word on your Google and check it, what's the actual meaning, and save it somewhere. So this is the approach, and the vocabulary can be only strong when you interpret those words in your own sentences. Then only you can have a strong hold over your vocab. And this is very much required for your CUET 2024 English language, because there are sentences when it comes, they will ask you synonyms, they'll ask you antonyms, and you have to be very clear regarding the same. Definitely in my later video I'll post some questions where you will be able to get a better idea, right? Now coming to the second thing, as I have made that vocabulary is must, so please look at your vocabulary, and this 2 to 3 months time is enough. Start from today itself only, just look into the words daily, 5 to 10 words, and you are good to go with that. And of course practice PYQs so you'll get a better idea, because sometimes the question click from the PYQs as well, so it will help you. Right now the second thing, so this was the first one, that is vocabulary or synonyms, antonyms. This comes in the fun thing only. Now the second thing is regarding what all things you need to practice in your basic grammar, right? So first is the rearrange. I'm going to post questions in this video only, so you'll get an idea. So the questions will be of rearrange, the questions will be of models, the question will be of active, passive, direct, indirect, question tag, idioms. Now idioms is one of the very much important. Look into idioms as much as you can, download it from anywhere. Idioms are very much required. You should have a strong hold over the idioms as well, because idioms is, they are definitely going to ask 2 to 3 idioms in your question paper only, because I also had asked these questions, right? You should have that. And a basic knowledge about grammar is that you should know what's the type of adverb, type of adjectives. This all should be very much clear to you. Look into your 6 to 8 grammar books, check what all things were there, and then you are good to go for the to sit for the examination. Now comes one more thing which you need to know, is that how to attempt these questions, like first to attempt the comprehension or the grammar portion. But in my point, when you see the question paper, see there are many slots. I am not sure which slot would be easier, which slot would be tougher, because it varies. But when you see the question paper, just look at the, because first will be the comprehension or it could be the grammar as well. But in my sense, if the comprehension is on the first thing, then if you see the comprehension is easy, then please click, then do it. It won't waste your much time, right? But if your comprehension is at the end, and if you find the grammar at the first, and if you're seeing grammar, because there is no harm going in the sequence. Going in the sequence, you know that you have not done this, then you are moving to the next portion, right? But if you find, because you think that your comprehension takes a lot of time, do not worry. Comprehension, if it's easy and it's not going to be that tricky that they are going to test all your ability, it's just a time of 45 minutes. So they require what all you know and how much you can comprehend. They have set the time in that way only. So go in the sequence. There is no need to go in a haphazard manner. First I'm doing comprehension, no, I'm not able to, let's move to the grammar. Nothing like that. If you're not able to, just save and next, there'll be a red mark, go to the other questions, and you are good to go with that, right? Sharing my some questions with you, make you very clear that this is my paper, and I'm sharing this is very authentic source, because this was my paper which came and CUET 2023, right? So first question is, my sister-in-law who lives in Mumbai have come to stay with us. Now you know that my sister-in-law who lives in Mumbai, it would be has, because it's a singular noun, so only, right? So you have to see that C option, that C have come is wrong, but now here you have to see that they have given it in two, so you have to click on two. Just don't we get very happy that it's such an easy question, we just click on the third option. But no, my dear friends, look into the options very clearly. It's C is given only, C only is given in the option 2, so you have to click on option 2. Now this is what the tricks which you need to know. When when these type of paper come, they are going to test all your skills, so be prepared for that. Now comes the second word. Replace the underlined words with the most suitable foreign word from the given option. The judge concluded that the company had accepted in bad faith intention in concealing the information. Now see, what I was telling is, when you read the newspaper, there are a lot of times that this word malified comes in newspaper. Many are the cases. So there are many things which you'll get to know through newspapers, or even if you're reading any article or anything. Whenever you get a new word, please write it down in your diary or somewhere you want. If you have your own e-notes, then please note it down there. It will be very helpful for you on the day of the examination, because when you are going for the examination, when you will see this vocabulary for once or the idioms for once, most of your doubts will be cleared, and you will be most of the things will click in your examination, as that happened with me, and it was really helpful for me, right? So here option 2 is correct, that is malified, right? Now comes the next question, that choose the most appropriate meaning for the word rendezvous. So that it's not a common word, but yes, with practice you will be able to get these words through, right? And of course, I find a lot of books where they are given a lot of meanings, starting from first letter alphabet to the last letter. But my dear friends, that's also not enough, because you are not something who are going to mug up, and this is such a vast thing, you can't. So better thing is just to do 10-15 words one day, incorporate in your own sentence, use it daily, then it will be very helpful for you. But here the answer for this is secret meeting. This is when some people have their own meeting, secret meeting, so this word is used, right? So this is the thing. Now another question, where I was saying that the idiom is used. So this is the idiom which you need to know, that by hook or by crook, you have to see that which is the best option. And we all know by hook or by crook, this is easy one. It's by fair means of foul, right? Now in the nick of time. But you know what, you have to look into each and every word. Don't say that, yeah, okay, one thing is known to us, it's easy. It's not. You have to look, because your slot might be different. You can get another slot where it could be a tough question. So in that, if it asks in the nick of time, or if you don't know an axe of the to grind, so this all things, you have to know the correct meaning of each and every word, then only you are good to go with, right? And you know what, just one more thing I want to warn you is, like, somewhere you might be thinking, if your one question goes wrong, right? Suppose you get 194. Let me tell this very clearly, that this is not a safe zone, because I am definitely going to post a video regarding your raw score, your normalized score, what all procedure is there. So my dear friends, you need to know that 194 can turn into 164 as well. You have to not shock, and even it can go much down, because this is actual case of normalization. But this is not going to happen if you get a 200 on 200 is a very safe score. You are going to get your 100 percentile, nothing is going to be deducted. But if you are below that, if you get that 194, or if you get that 195, if you don't attempt the question, I don't think it's logical, but yeah, if you get that 194, so be ready for that. For that matter, I am saying that please attempt all the questions, think wisely, think which is the best option, and you are you have to be very comfortable. Don't get panic, and you will be able to do it. English is going to be really your cup of tea. You are there to catch. You just have to hold your grammar portion carefully, your vocab, your antonyms, synonyms, your idioms, and somewhere the poetry which is going to come, you have to look in which is the best. And of course, at the end, you have to leave those 10 questions. So if you're not sure about the poetry, do not worry, you have the option of 10 questions which you can leave. So yes, this was everything about what strategies you can make, and this was the portion of comprehension, the grammar, and how you can go with. And the one most important thing, again I want to reiterate, that please focus on your vocabulary. Don't go just by the sense of the word. Look into the literal meaning of the word, and then incorporate those words in your sentence, which will be very helpful for you. So this is all about my video. I hope you liked this video. Thank you. Bye bye.